You're listening to After Bedtime with Patty and Matty. On this episode, Patty and Matty will be discussing Bigfoot sightings. And now, here's Patty and Matty. Live from Conversations Coffee, it's After Bedtime with Patty and Matty.
Hey guys, this is Patty.
This is Matty.
And today we're going to be talking about Bigfoot. And we have a Bigfoot hunter, Adam.
Yes, oh my gosh, I messed it up. No. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I am Adam. Been searching for Bigfoot all my life. My grandpapa, he told me stories about this creature with real big feet. I've been searching the country, see if I can find him, and I real appreciate being on your show, Mr. Patty and Matty.
Okay, we have Michael.
Hey guys, I am a conspiracy theorist from somewhere, an undisclosed location, and I cannot tell you where it is, or else the Loch Ness Monster will find me and take my soul.
And we have the two Peters.
Hi.
Hello, my name is Peter. Thank you for having me on the Most Relevant Show. And let's get started. Oh, and sorry, we have our sound booth guy, Andrew.
Okay, Bob, that was a little random.
And so let's get started. So first question for Adam. Matty?
I got one. Have you ever spotted Bigfoot before? Well, yes, you see, I have thought I've seen him a couple times. Turns out a couple sightings were just really hairy hobos. But yes, I do believe that I have seen the Bigfoot before in my searches.
When you saw these really hairy hobos, were you outside Seattle?
Yeah, well, I've been around there a little bit recently. Yes, there were quite a few big hobos around there.
Okay, so thank you for that.
Okay, I have a question. This is for you, Michael. So, are you, what do they call you, a cryptozoologist?
That is one of my many titles, yes. You see, I study animals that most people do not think exist, but in fact they do. I have written many papers and important writing stuffs on them. Yes, I am very experienced in this matters.
How long have you been how long have you been studying Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster and all those other creatures?
I've been studying them for about 18 years. Yes, it's very interesting. Yes, I'm quite good at that.
Adam, how long, not how long, sorry. How do you know Bigfoot is a he and not a she? You were referring to Bigfoot as a he.
Well, I've never really stopped and asked him myself. I have tried, but he usually runs away. That's kind of just my default pronoun that I often use.
Okay, Matty, do you have a question?
Yeah, it's for Adam. So if you were to catch Bigfoot, what would you ask him? Well, first, I'd probably ask if he is in fact a he. Secondly, I would ask probably exactly how big are his feet? Because I'm sure the world is really wondering, due to the fact that his name is in fact based off of his feet.
Yeah, I would ask him.
What would you ask him?
Where's the lamb sauce?
That's a strange question, Bartholomew. I don't know why you would say that, but okay.
So it seems like we're getting a phone call.
Hi guys, this is Peter. I was wondering, I haven't heard of William yet on this show. I was wondering, where is he?
Yeah, he got
Speaking of
fired.
William,
He got very
got a phone
fired.
call.
We actually set him on fire.
excuse me for a moment, my mom's calling.
Okay. So that was unexpected.
I would
and
take his place.
so
Well, actually, while we're waiting on what's his name? What's his name?
Matty.
While we're waiting on Betty, here's something I can say. So I have studied the ancient lore, and I have found out that Bigfoot is in fact a he. And yeah, it's a he. And as far as his foot size, I don't know. Not very clear about that. You should ask him what's your name.
Yes, I already said that I'd be asking him. That along with playing a nice game of chess with the fella, if I get the chance to.
I have a couple questions for you, Michael.
Yeah,
So
go
first-
ahead.
Do you think Bigfoot is related to Chewbacca?
That's an excellent question. What's your name?
Patty.
Thanks, Matty. Good question. Okay. What was the question again?
Do you think Bigfoot is related to Chewbacca?
Oh, yes. I think that Bigfoot is very similar to Chewbacca. He could be his cousin or his second uncle once removed. I don't know. You should ask him someday.
And my second question is, could you say bisque for us, please?
What kind of bisque?
Lobster bisque.
That is a strange request, but okay. Lobster bisque.
Now that Maddie's back, Maddie, do you have a question?
Yeah, I do have a question. So, if you were...
Who are you asking? You're looking at me. Are you asking me or are you asking the other guy?
I'm asking you, Michael. What do you think is the difference between the Yeti and a Bigfoot?
Well, not to be racist, but the Yeti is super white. That is a big difference. And the Yeti likes cold, snowy mountains. But the Bigfoot likes the forest and caves. Isn't that right, Adam?
Yes, I believe that is correct. I've also heard him referred to as Sasquatch, and they are more regional to the North American continent.
Okay, we got a
Are they, wait, one more question.
The color can wait.
Exactly.
I guess.
So, why don't you look in Saskatchewan, where all the Sasquatches have been sighted?
Well, it's been on my list, yeah. The problem is, see, I keep having trouble with the Border Patrol of Saskatchewan. They've caught me a couple times trying to sneak in, so it's been pretty rough.
Okay, now we can answer that caller.
Hello, my name is Pierre. I am from Piana, France, and I would just like to say that I was once attacked by a creature with big foot outside of my hometown. It was late at night, and I was walking, and it almost tore my arm off in middle of night, and beheaded my arm. And I was wondering if, as a question for Monsieur Adam, how common are other Bigfoots in rest of Europe?
Well, you see, Mr. Pierre, I've never really been to Europe myself, being that I mainly live out of my trailer and can't really afford plane tickets too easily. I'd imagine they're somewhat common, but they seem like they are more prevalent here in the States.
Hello, Pierre. It's me, Michael. So I have a question for you. You say you saw this creature. I have some questions. So I have consulted the ancient lore, and is this creature you said, is he in fact big?
It was very big, at least 2 to 3 times bigger than myself.
And was he hairy?
Yes, very much hair on this creature.
And how were his feet?
Feet
And I don't mean how they smelled.
feet were enormous feet with very much hair, much like how you say Tolkien's Hobbit.
Well, based on my research, that could be one of two things. It could be a Sasquatch or Bigfoot, or it could be a really lost hobo.
Okay, thanks for calling in, Pierre.
Yes, thank you for taking my question.
Yeah, Matty's getting another call, so it's just me.
It was William.
Oh, William called? What did he say?
I hung up before he could say anything.
Okay, so I have a question. Does the Yeti have small feet?
Why would you ask that? You're serious. Oh, Yeti. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I thought this question was about Bigfoot, but the Yeti is similar, but I think his feet are a bit average. But that is my opinion.
Okay, it seems like we're getting another caller.
Hey, it's me again. I was listening to the show and I was wondering, do Yetis have cold feet?
They're Yetis. They're supposed to have cold feet.
I mean, I assume they have like hand warmers on their feet, like natural hand warmers.
Then wouldn't they be feet warmers?
Exactly.
If a Yeti was smart, he would wear shoes, and his feet wouldn't be cold.
So, thanks for calling in.
You did not you did not answer my question. My question was, does it have small feet or cold feet does it get scared a lot?
Goodbye. So, Matty, do you have a question? Oh, Matty's on the phone.
Yeah, it's just my brother. Who cares?
Okay, now do you have a question?
Yes. So, this is for you, Michael. So, what would you say is the really big difference between the Sasquatch and Bigfoot? Because from pictures that I've seen, they're pretty much the same thing.
That is a good question. And if you want to know, then you have to go down into the details. And I don't feel like talking right now because I have a hot chocolate in front of me that I want to drink. So I will give the microphone to Adam to answer.
Yes. Well, I haven't really seen a Yeti, and I have seen a Bigfoot. It could have been a Sasquatch. I'm sorry, no, that's different. A Sasquatch. That's a different story. We could have a whole nother talk on that. They're large vegetables. But I'm sorry, I'll get back to that maybe another time. The difference between a Sasquatch and a Bigfoot, probably, I would assume maybe even just a slight dietary change. I think Bigfoots might be more carnivorous, and Sasquatches might be more herbivorous, so to speak.
Okay, thank you. Are there different regions of the United States where Sasquatch and Bigfoot live?
China.
Okay, that's not part of the United States, Terry.
But are there any in China?
I don't know. Most of the ancient reports from China concern dragons and other creatures.
Wrong.
It is not wrong, Thomas. Why are you correcting me?
Thomas, don't tell the expert that he's wrong if you don't know.
Yeah, shut up, Steven.
Well, I mean, I'm not exactly sure about these Chinese big feet. I imagine they'd be significantly smaller and maybe not quite as hairy. Maybe a little squinty in the eyes. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay,
But
Okay, I have one more question. With that being said, so depending on where the Bigfoot comes from, their feet will be different sizes.
yes, I believe so. I think the region does make a bit of a difference in the exact size of the big-footed creature.
Well, we're out of time. Thanks for listening to Patty and Matty.
See you on the next episode.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And like us. Give us a like on Twitter and Instagram.